Welcome back, everyone. This is part 2 of The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We took some time between sessions. We don't want the episodes to be too long because then we know it wouldn't be palatable to everyone if we did like a 6-hour episode per trial.
Yeah. But where we left off in this is like unfortunate.
We haven't even finished the tutorial.
No. So we need to do that.
And I realized after watching the first video, I immediately dropped Kazuma's accent.
Yeah, maybe you should try to keep it.
Well, thing is, I think he's going to be dropped from the story pretty soon on, so I don't see the reason why I should. Of course, I could be wrong about this. But where we left off was... yeah, we hadn't even finished the tutorial. We went through and watched our original video and learned a few things, such as I don't need to have the stream going at the same time on a separate device, because that just leads to feedback. So we rectified a few mistakes of ours.
But we're learning. This is our first time doing it, so...
Second time now.
Well, yeah, but last time was our first time, so...
Yep.
Growing pains.
Each video should be around 30 minutes in length, and we're going to be releasing them every day around 3 p.m. Anyway, onward with Ace Attorney.
Alright.
Let's see. The victim's name is Dr. John H. Wilson.
Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
Dr. Wilson. What voice did I even give him again? I know it's pretentious in a way, but more like a sophisticated. Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yamai University 3 years ago. And as I already expressed, I know I'm terrible at reading. There's nothing I can do about that.
I mean, you can still try.
Indeed. Which is the reason why this case was such a profound implication. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. There can't be anyone who hadn't heard of the Algo-Japan Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
And yet, despite those delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman hasn't spilt on our soil.
Oh right, yep. Last session I was going to talk about how Japan immediately took up imperialism, wasn't it?
I mean...
we can do that during the Just Chatting section.
yeah. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial University, are you not?
No, we're not. We're flunk outs.
Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education? Have you no honor?
No, we don't. But I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our ally in the other side of the...
I mean, I'm a little understandable.
The country therefore wishes to for a speedy resolution to this matter. You shall be hung at once. Now I'm sounding like Snake.
Don't make him a snake.
I'll reserve that for someone else. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting English. I suck at reading. In other words, our feeble country is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient, expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
Thanks. Politics.
Politics This is why everyone should go to Anarchy! So that's why this trial has these unusual particularities, is it? Exactly. A government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yes, Dr. Wilson is an Englishman. But nationality and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going. Alright, see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow. Then, partner. The British Empire. Wow. It's incredible to think. Yes, thinking is quite incredible, is it not?
Oh man.
Wait. I never liked spaghetti!
I mean, you never try things.
I've seen that man at the university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello. So I went over to the professor's table. And introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. And now, let me pose my next question to you, defendant Naruhata. Yes, Your Excellency. How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death. Let's see the court record that. Obviously that was,
The post-mortem report.
death. Single bullet fired at Cook. So it was an American.
Oh my god.
Only Americans use guns. Wait, go back. I was reading that.
Oh, wait.
Okay. Fatal hemorrhage from the ectoballistic trauma. No bullet did not pass. It's still inside him. That. So, bleeding from internal bleeding. It was caused by blood loss from the gunshot to his chest. Did not pass through. The fact it didn't pass through may be important. So, wait. I'm still thinking, okay?
Okay.
So, the bullet's still in his body. That'll be important. So, if you guys don't know, one can actually bleed to death without spilling a single drop of blood. You can punch someone and cause them to bleed out with all their blood just being inside their own tissue. You can beat them and not break the skin, and they'll die of blood loss. It's an actual thing that can happen. Of course, I'm not saying use this for anything, just know that it is a possibility. Okay, now.
Can we get back in case I have?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, Skid. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence. Evidence? Aha! Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death, then select present. Do it now!
Yes!
Well... According to this document, the victim suffered from a hemorrhage, death due to gunshot trauma. Learn to read.
Pains my land.
Right.
Learn to read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report. I take it.
I'm trying to read, okay?
Okay. Just don't take my people, because you have most of them.
Oh, I was responding to Mr. Payne.
Ah.
I can't read. Sorry, yes, that's right. The post-mortem report. In the West, doctors dissect the corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, police officers merely inspect the body and draw conclusions that way. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later, you will.
After the trial. Okay, so This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powdered explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range.
Thank you, counselor.
Counsel.
I suck at reading. Thank you, counselor. The court will accept the modern scientific evidence into the record. The photograph print of the victim has been entered into the court record. So, that's the photographic print. Well, something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible. Very well. I'm satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial.
Woohoo, we started the trial. Certainly, Your Excellency. See, I can't read either. So, without further ado, in order to better appraise the court with the facts of this case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
This... Is it then... I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. The professor? You mean Mr. Mikatoba?
Dr.
God,
Mikatoba.
Miss... You mean Dr. Mikatoba? Yes. Clearly, you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But it doesn't mean... Well... I can still act as your assistant.
Yay, we have an assistant.
Ah, of course. I really dropped his... Because I know when it records, it can't pick up the subtle difference.
So yeah, I guess it doesn't matter then.
Yeah. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Asagi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. He never said that Kazuma couldn't help.
Yeah.
He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Maybe, but any help you can give me will be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Of course, I'm never gonna leave you. Romance. Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of your bewilderment and control the cold sweats. Get your shit together, man! Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first.
Ooh. Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Of course. My name is Satoru Hosanage. I'm the head waiter in the Western-style restaurant called La Carnival. That's... Are you alright? You seem to be caught up coughing up some, Okay, one moment. So, the place is called La Carnival. Guess Spain is... Everywhere is west of Japan.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. It's not English of any sense. It's not British. It is Spanish in origin.
But Spain is still...
Why were they trying to present it as if it was a British place?
I mean, because all of the people they interact with are British.
I still want to eat kebab.
Yeah.
It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. It really should.
Yeah. As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It has become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels and accommodate overseas guests.
Oh my, hotels in Japan.
Oh my god. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, and occasional eatery 3 days ago. I can't read either. You offended me.
Understood, Hosanage-san. You will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. At once, sir.
And no petty introductions from the aspiring lawyer boy, please.
Oh, perspiring? Maybe, but aspiring? It was just 2 p.m. on the day in question. We had a few dinners at the time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That fits with my memory of it. There was hardly anyone else in the place. It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away cookery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what happened. That man dead! I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. Slumping? That's not very gentlemanly. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student. But why the
Yes!
Hold on. Let me just clarify something there. Well, I did pick up the gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor. I didn't shoot him.
Why did he pick up the gun though? That was so stupid.
Attention!
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness report of what he saw, you amateur.
But the next time... Wait. The next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, Defendant Naruhata. I forgot his voice again.
Like I said, you guys will not worry about it if it doesn't.
Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness.
If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with the gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today.
Oh, now he's... Oh. Does this man casually drink poison?
Just like that guy from Professor Lee versus Phoenix, right?
I don't think this man is living very healthily.
I agree with you.
Yes, without question.
I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
No. There was no one else around the table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Oh. So, I think that the killer was hiding underneath the table, because that's where... And then after everyone left, that's when the killer made their escape. That's my current thoughts. Obviously, I doubt it's that simple.
Okay.
But that is my current running theory. Didn't pass through. How low of a caliber was it? Oh, that's beside the point. Huh? Wait. What'd he just say? There's no one else around the table. What's the matter, Ryunosuke? That's not right. When I went over to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite of him at the table. Really? And that's not something the waiter could have missed? I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do?
Do you want to interject? And also, do you want to say first?
It's clearly asking us to interject, but yes, say first.
Okay. Okay. So, interject.
Objection!
Yes!
Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Objection!
Dear me, what are we going to do with you? You are a blatant disgrace for the court proceedings. I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all?
But sure of what I saw. Osanaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of the events is hazy. No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it. I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please have a look if you'd like. I can't read Japanese. Let me see. A sketch of the establishment's layout. Drawn by yourself, I presume. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter. Thank you, sir. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Well. Is there a problem? And the plan to the court record at once. Of course. Here you are. What was that about? It's completely calm and collected until now. Something certainly seems to have shaken him. Waiter's business card has been entered into the court record. He's gonna die on court.
So, the court has now heard what? So the court has now heard the proceedings of this case.
Yes, at the moment a gunshot was heard in the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. But it was a gun. You can use those at range. I know guns.
Yeah, but there was gunpowder residue on him, which suggests it was close range.
Did it say that?
Yes, it did say that. Oh wait.
No powder residue.
Okay, they said it though during.
They say it was at close range, but how can we be sure? It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. Exclamation! Defendant Naruhata. Yes, Your Excellency. If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court will look mercifully upon you.
In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of this case to the court. But I must warn the defense if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were presented at the scene of the crime.
Ellipses. What do you think I should do, Kazuma? Okay, why isn't he sworn? Oh, that was to give him a chance to back down, wasn't it? They're trying to make a show of it.
Yeah.
Right, because it has political backing, but
because they just want to get this over with.
they want a scapegoat, so...
Yeah, because England is pressuring Japan to get this trial done and over with as quick as possible.
What do you mean? Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Ellipses. God, you're right. Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about these particularities. You've said it, Professor Mikotoba said it, and so has the judge and prosecution. I'm scared of what lies around if I push this. Ellipses. As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing to now to throw that trust back in my face. Is that it? What? If the accused is in fact innocent, then the defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove the innocent by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon the duty you are going to give up? Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. Exclamation! The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. I've invited the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Yeah, finger pointing.
Yeah.
Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is. Then they're fighting words. Indeed. Prosecution Ochi, please continue with the proceedings.
Well, you are warned that the young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be the devil when I want to be. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck mouth of yours will be silenced forever. The prosecution calls its next witnesses.
Very well. Officer, bring forth the witness at once. accents really help differentiate them.
Yeah. Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court.
Sir, the Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant. Isa Nosa. Reporting for duty, sir. Yes. Because I'm already doing a lot of
Yeah,
voices.
that's fair. Myself, I find employ as a proprietor of fine articles of antiquity from effluence of our nation, Nippon, and conduct my trade from Risotto, a humble premise of the 2nd District, Kiowa Court, at your service.
An antique dealer and a soldier. But an unusual pairing.
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
Clearly not at the table with the gentleman. They were actually dining together, as they said there were 3 tables.
Yeah.
Meaning these two must know each other to at least some extent. So, as Kazuma and Ryunosuke were at one table, the victim at another with that lady.
Yeah.
These two dining together. That might be important to know. Okay.
Okay.
They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. Oh wait, wrong voice.
Myself, I habitually take tea in the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post-noon. And not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curious with which I make my business.
I can't understand a word that the old man is saying. He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have had an interest in antiques and tried to sell his wares to them by sitting at their table. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Meaning anyone he talks to definitely has the money to throw around for his items, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not a bad strategy.
For the time, that's definitely a really good idea. I mean,
Yeah, because it was harder to advertise and stuff
yeah.
back in the day.
I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment at which the most curious incident. Is that correct?
Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was a black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir. This man is as impossible to understand as the other. But I'm not sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. So this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment he shot the victim dead. Yes. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start.
I mean,
Now,
understandable.
the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Yes, sir. Standing by, ready to report, sir.
Unsavory memories from lost a barrack afternoon.
Okay, now I think it's time we save
Okay, that's
because we've been recording for 40 minutes now.
okay. Yeah, we said we would do like 30 minutes or something. But there, this is a test. Starting a testimony is a good spot to save.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Stop. Why did you do that?